What's up, everybody? It's your best pal Nick here with another unboxing video. Today we're going to be diving into one of the newer series for the Ultimate Editions here. And right now we have our friend. He is a revolutionary, he is a visionary, and he is Seth freaking Rollins over here. Now, guys, this is a really cool Ultimate here. This is when they debuted Monday Night Raw on the air for Netflix for the very first time. Seth Rollins had some pretty good gear. Seth Rollins had some crazy gear, to be fair with you. To me, I have to say he's kind of a cross between the Macho Man gear and the Heartbreak Kid gear, but for our generation, just having very loud gear going forward. Now, this is a pretty cool Ultimate. Found it at Target for us on this one, and got it on a deal. It was 20% off, so I can't complain. Saving money in any way is always a good thing in this hobby, in my opinion. So, with that being said, let's take a look at the blurb on the back here. It says right here, the Visionary had an axe to grind with CM Punk ever since the Second City Saint returned to WWE. That's right. Anyway, with that being said, after Punk left WWE, Rollins put the company on his back, and the bad blood between the two boiled over until they finally settled the score at the main event of the inaugural episode for Raw on Netflix. And I have to say, that was a pretty good match, not gonna lie. It was a really good match. It had a really good ending, and I will say for the very first episode of Raw, stands out, in my opinion. Stands out big time. But we're gonna open this guy up. We're gonna see what the little quotes are on the Ultimate box, because that is a thing that Ultimates give us. And then we're gonna set him up completely and have you look at him, all right? Let's take a look. Bear with me one moment. Cool. Excuse me. It says right here, burn it down, which is definitely his catchphrase as well for his intro and outro. So you can't go wrong. And it does say the Visionary on the top for the Ultimate Edition Seth Rollins for the newer series. Looks really good. Really excited about this one. I will say, when I found it, I was kind of shocked. Sometimes my Target doesn't even bring in new Ultimates. They just go off of the ones that are Target exclusives primarily. So, last Ultimate I saw at Target for me was the Rey Mysterio Halloween Havoc Ultimate. And yeah, so the next one probably coming through this month in April when we're filming this at the moment. Yeah, I want to say the next one will be the Bray Wyatt Ultimate, which I will be getting and doing a review once that comes in. Now, with that being said, let me get this Seth Rollins all set up so we can get that rolling. Alrighty, guys, we got Seth Rollins all set up here. He is looking like the Visionary right now and running up on Monday Night Raw here. I have to say, loving this soft good jacket here. This is super, super cool. The shades definitely give me some Macho Man vibes for sure because they kind of got a little bit of color to it. Really rad. Still kicking it with the obviously the blonde hair dye, which is awesome because Seth Rollins has been rocking that for quite some time. But this jacket, it just looks super, super cool. The leopard print in the red works to what Seth Rollins does. Like I said, this guy has some crazy gear going over the years, okay? And actually, since I'm talking about crazy gear, here's what I mean by that, okay? Then we had, I believe it was Clash at the Castle, where he came out in his Elton John gear. Boom. That's #1 for the Ultimate on the crazy gear. I'm going to make sure he doesn't fall over here real quick. There we are. And then, on top of that, this one was a very sought-after Ultimate here. And I have to thank my buddy from Die Hard Wrestling for getting me the Intercontinental title. He definitely did. And so he hooked it up when he had that championship going on. I think I said Intercontinental. I meant to say Heavyweight Championship. My apologies there, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can make fun of me. I'm all for it. Doesn't matter. I'm just having fun. So, this Ultimate Edition, though, Seth Rollins was a very sought-after. They even did a re-release. One of my favorite ones. The soft goods on this one is amazing as well. Definitely Seth Rollins going on with that. And let's make sure he doesn't fall over either. He probably will, but who cares, right, guys? Here, doesn't matter. Oh, my gosh. It's going to matter to me. It's going to matter to me. I'll just hold on to him. But then I also got an Elite Seth Rollins from I believe, I can't remember the Elite series for this one. But I will say this is my only Elite Seth Rollins I have. I will say when we had the Andrade figure that was just released, not, I want to say like 2 series ago, maybe 1 series ago, I decided to take the soft goods jacket off of this Seth Rollins and put it right onto my Andrade. So it looks pretty dope in my opinion. But yeah, this is what we're working with. This new Ultimate Edition Seth Rollins is chef's kiss when it comes down to looks. And articulation, of course, is ultimate, so you can't go wrong. But the soft goods is really what sells it for me. Seth Rollins has these crazy gear setups anyway, so any of this would be pretty dope to have as soft good, in my opinion. But what do you guys think about it? Are you guys going to put some money in for this new Seth Rollins on the Ultimate series? I will say the other Ultimates kind of speak for themselves, but I will say it's pretty awesome. But with that being said, you let us know in the comments if you are going to snag this Ultimate Seth Rollins, and like, follow, all that good stuff. We hope you have a good one. From your pal Nick, peace.